competed against each other from the junior ranks, and now they're here performing side by side, putting on a little bit of a show today. Boyd does not normally ride this setup. That's a very good introduction to the first show. He's one of Australia's top natural trained trials riders. He's out here today having a bit of fun, putting on a bit of shows, because our other rider this weekend managed to put an angle grinder through his thumb, so he's not going to be doing much this weekend, I think. Both the riders here riding the latest 300cc gas two-stroke trials bikes. The first thing you do notice about these bikes is that they don't have a seat. Guys, we ride these bikes stock standard as they come out of the factory, guys, so they come without seats. The bikes are made in Spain, got two-stroke engines which are extremely quiet, guys. The boys can hear every little bit of noise you make, so Boyd Wilcox here, this is his first time riding this setup. He's going to hop that bike around on top, just showing you guys how supple that suspension is and how easy it is to manoeuvre these bikes around. Jack Field now rides this setup full-time, travels all around Australia and the world, doing shows and performing for people, so he loves to hear the crowd. A little bit loose their first show of the day. I'm just telling these guys that you love riding everywhere internationally, and I haven't given you enough space. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to learn to make do with what you got. Quickly now, I'll try and repair the setup that Jack has destroyed, and then we'll get on with the show. In Jack's defence, guys, that is the first time I've seen him do that in about 3 years, so you shouldn't feel too worried. He is a pretty good rider. Both these riders are trained professionals, but as you just saw, anything can happen in our show. Boyd dropping back down to the ground now, looking extremely smooth. He rode in the 2010 Australian Motor Trials Championships 2 weeks ago at Mount Tamborine and finished 4th in Australia, so he's pretty stoked with that result. Finished 4th as well last weekend at the 2010 Gold Coast Arena Trial. Jack Field managed to come 3rd in that event in his return back to competitive trials. We'll get both the boys in the centre now. We'll have a quick chat and see what they've got in store for us for the rest of the show. Alright, Boyd, this is Jack busted up on the back wheel. Boyd keeping up there next to him. Both the boys turning that bike around. They're going to come back the other way now, except this time they're going to come past on the front wheels. Both these gas trials bikes are extremely lightweight, only weighing about 65 kilograms, so that's not a whole heap of motorbike there at all. Jack wants to move on to the bigger and better parts of the show. If you want to see him get up the triple step, I think you guys are going to have to make some noise. I am so embarrassed for you. You're telling me that you're the master and you don't even get up. Boyd has never even ridden this before. This is his first time ever. He wants to hear you guys make a little bit of noise, but if you want to see him get all the way to the top this morning, come on guys, let's get right behind Boyd Wilcox.
No, don't do it!
Getting up there, managing to pull himself all the way to the top. I've got to hand that to him. That was absolutely awesome for a first attempt. Team, seen a lot of riders struggle to get up that one after many goes. Boyd absolutely killing it there. Jack doesn't look like he wants to get shown up now, so he's going to have one more go, and I think he's going to try and go one better on Boyd here and go all the way to the top on the back wheel. Straight up there, holding it on the back wheel. Very, very spectacular. Lining himself up now. I think he wants to come back down the same line he just went up. Guys, I've seen Jack and many other riders go over the handlebars trying this. He's going to have to get his weight right over the back of that bike and drop himself back down to the ground. Alright guys, make a little bit of noise for Jack Field. He can jump down the back now, up down there. We've got this angled ramp here, then the vertical at the top, which is about 1.5 meters high. Once again, Boyd has never ridden this before, so I'm up on top catching for him, making sure I can grab that bike and he doesn't get hurt. Guys, if you want to see if he gets to the top for his first time, but I think once again we're going to have to get right behind him, make a little bit of noise, and we'll see him up here with me. Guys, don't clap too much. Right behind him here. He wants to get all the way to the top, and he likes to hear you guys make a little bit of noise. Boyd there on the bash guard, managing to scrape it up that second time around, but throw your hand. Feel free to laugh all you like because it looks absolutely ridiculous. Just like the motorbikes that hasn't got a seat. It's got BMX size 20-inch wheels, but that's about where the similarities end, guys. Got brakes on the front and rear, and it takes years of practice to get as good as Jack on one of these. Let's see how he goes side hopping on top of the fun box. First show of the day, hopping that bike around. As I said, Jack is a 2-time Queensland Bike Trials champion, but riding this bike has made a whole heap harder. We've got full-size motocross boots and knee braces on. Jack dropping back down there onto 2-wheel, up on the back wheel, dropping back down the ground. Jack here, hopping that bike right around. Boyd cannot do anything right now. He just has to put 100% trust in Jack, because if he messes this up, he's just going to get seriously hurt. And I have seen it happen on more than one occasion, guys. I think you should make a little bit of noise for Jack now. Boyd seems pretty trusting in Jack's abilities. I tell you what, I'm glad it's you down the ground there and not me, because that never ever stops being scary. Guys, throw your hands together, make a little noise to get Boyd to get to the top of this double step. Once again, we're going to have to make a bit of noise to get right behind him for this first show of the day.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Just clearing it out now, so keep the noise coming. We'll send him up here. So, Boyd, let's see it. Boyd doesn't want to see you at the top of the fun box first time round.
Fluke. That's a pretty terrible run up. It's not real smooth at all, not real flat. Jack's going to hit this one third gear. Absolutely thin. He borrowed this bike, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, it is a complete bucket of bolts. I'm not sure where he got that from and who put it together, but I'm not really sure if it's going to stay together. But guys, if you want to see Jack get to the top of this 3 metre high splat wall, once again, you should know the drill by now. Make a little bit of noise and hopefully we can see that happen. Are you saying you can't hear anyone? Guys, Jack Field is a showman. He travels all around the world performing to crowds just like this, at shows just like this. If you want to see him get all the way to the top, Boyd's just showing off how high it is. You're going to have to make a little bit more noise than that, Bo does it. Let's get right behind him. Thank you all. I appreciate your applause. They're all clapping for me. Because you were stuck on the bash guard and you were going backwards before I grabbed you. Guys, back down this corner one more time. He's had a test run to make sure everything's good. This time, if you want to see Jack Field get all the way to the top, let's get right behind him. Jack there, just throwing it there. Make it look way too easy, guys. That wraps up the first Gas Freestyle Trials show for the day. Make a little bit of noise for Jack Field and our other rider, Boyd Wilcox, in his first show, guys. We've got 2 more shows coming up over here at 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, and then we're going to be in the main arena at 7:30 tonight, guys. So make sure you check it out. Have an awesome afternoon down here.